much experience you have right now?
So actually, I have 3.7 years of experience in Java and Spring Boot development, with a bit of experience in Angular as well.
Okay. So currently you are working in Infosys, right?
Yes, yes,
Okay. So you have done B computer science.
yes.
So what kind of technology have you used in your project?
So basically, I have used Spring Boot microservice architectures to develop microservices, uh, in which we are used to create REST APIs as well as queue-based applications, which are used for synchronized data transmission from one system to another system.
Okay. So Java, core Java, which version?
Yes, yes. Java 8.
Java 8. Okay. Okay, great. So in Java 8, what kind of things you know?
Like Stream API.
Just 1 minute, 1 minute. Hello. हाँ ये खत्म है वहीं है थोड़ो गेम तो खत्म हो गया हुई है छः सात दिन के लिए हुई है पता नहीं देखो देखो नहीं वो हम कल ही बता रहे थे थोड़े दिन के लिए नहीं है चावल है तो ले आओ चावल ले आओ हाँ 20-25 किलो जा रहे ले आओ पापा ठीक है ठीक है हेलो
Yes.
So Java 8 version, what are new features you have
Okay.
learned?
In Java 8, Stream API has been introduced, with few of the optional classes, default app functional interfaces, default method interfaces. So these are the functionalities that are basically enabled in Java 8.
So in Java 8 Stream API, how many type of Stream API?
Uh, Stream API, like for each of the primitive data type, there is one Stream API, and there is a Stream class that we can leverage to uh, do the streaming work on any of the data structure that is present.
No, you know the one is a normal stream, another have parallel stream. So these things I am asking. No
Okay.
parallel stream API.
These are the means type of processes that Stream API usually use.
The
Like
process means if you have type, then you
props.
will use the process, right? One have
Yeah.
normal behavior, one have extraordinary, just like as a parallel stream. So
Uh,
parallel stream, suppose I will tell you which one is better, parallel stream or normal stream API.
uh, if means if we It depends on the functionality that we want to implement.
Okay,
Like if we want multi-processing at the same time, then parallel stream is better, and if we want different operations on a single stream, then normal stream is better.
okay. So what is utilization of functional interface? You know?
So functional interfaces basically uh, used to default declare a default method to what without changing the default method. the implementation of existing interface.
So, what is property of this functional interface?
It Functional interface, it usually contains one default method,
Mm-hmm.
and with that we can define the abstract method as well in that. So we need to annotate that particular interface with @functional interface
Mm-hmm.
in Spring Boot.
So, functional interface, how much abstract method can maintain?
We can do n number of abstract method, but we have one default method, we need to define that particular method in functional interface.
Default method.
Yes,
If I don't want to declare default method,
then it will be work as a normal interface.
no default method. If you don't want to write, I think functional interface, you are not giving the proper answer. Functional interface must be have one abstract method. That is the definition. Because I told
So
you want to go with the lambda expression, so lambda expression is treated only for the functional interface. You know about
yeah,
that?
at least one abstract method it should have, but we can have n number of abstract method in that.
In functional interface.
Yes.
No, I think you can recall your concept. You are not correct. This would be a normal interface if you n number of abstract method you will define.
Okay, I will check on that.
Functional interface uh, is, is allowed to n number of static and default method. That is okay. But
Yes.
n number of abstract method cannot be used in functional interface. If you have use at the right functional interface, so that
Hmm.
scenario only one abstract method will allow. If you
Okay.
write one or more abstract method, it will give the compilation error.
Okay. I will check, recall on that. Will clear that part portion.
So, what is difference between transient variable and volatile variable?
Uh, Actually, I don't means have actual definition on that, but
You just give
volatile
me the utilization of these two. I am not telling you you have not definition, you don't know definition. So, but you can tell the utilization only.
transient and
Volatile.
volatile.
Yeah.
So transient. Sorry, I don't have any knowledge on that.
Transient used for if you have you want to data send over the network. If you any data variables you want to declare a transient, it will not go over that network. That is the thing about that. And
Okay, right.
volatile is used for the multi-threading concept. If you
Okay,
declare any volatile variable, so thread will not impact to that variable.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how many type of collections? You know collection hierarchy?
Yes.
Can you give the answer?
Yes. So collection is basically of types user defined and predefined.
Mm-hmm.
Predefined are those like a linked list, hash map,
Mm-hmm.
map,
Mm.
tree. These are predefined, and user defined. We can define our own data structure as per our use.
So what is difference between list and vector?
List and
Vector.
vector. Okay, so list is firstly single dimensional data structure, and vector is multi-dimensional data collection, like we can say.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, List is basically used to store the data of one type, and vector is also being used to store the data of one type, but in a n number of direction. Like in the linked list, we can store the data on the basis of uh, node modules. So we required at least similar kind of just suppose we have to store five variables, then we required five spaces, continuous five spaces in our GVM, and in the vector we can store the data in n number of nodes. So there we don't have to define any size of a vector.
I think you giving the incorrect answer because of vector and list are similar, but vector have the manage the lock mechanism as a thread mechanism, thread safety mechanism. This is the major differences.
Okay, lock mechanism. I'm not aware of
Lock
like.
mechanism means that is the thread safe.
Okay,
Hmm.
okay,
So
okay.
if you want to write a multi-threading program, so then you can utilize to vector.
Okay, so it is basically used in multi-threading program where we required synchronized data, right?
You want to synchronize data, in that scenario you can utilize to vector.
Okay, okay,
Vector, once that object will lock, once it will finish, then will release the lock.
okay, okay,
But Arraylist here not at comfortable. In that cases, if you are using the list and the two threads are parallelly going, so in that scenario it will be interrupted, exception may be happen. So
okay,
avoiding to that, so you can utilize to join or something mechanism.
okay, okay.
So other things, what is the importance of hash code and equals method in uh,
Yeah.
collection
Yes,
framework?
yes.
You have map and set. Here have implementation of hash code and equals. So what basically they will do?
Okay. So hash code is basically used to calculate the hash code of a key in a hash map,
Mm-hmm.
and equals method is usually used to check whether the particular two keys are equal or not. So if we
Mm-hmm.
go to the internal functionality of hash map, so when a data is being inserted in a hash map, firstly the hash value, like
Mm-hmm.
hash code of the key is being created, and after that the indexing of that particular value is being created, and data has been inserted at that particular index.
Mm-hmm.
If any other key has been inserted with the same hash value, then it will check with the equals method whether that particular two keys are equal or not. If it is equal, then it will replace the value with the latest one, and if it is not, then it will insert a new data in the same index.
Mm-hmm. So can we use hash map in multi-threading?
So hash map is not thread synchronizable. Instead of that, we have concurrent hash map to use it in the thread
So
multi-thread.
suppose I want to make it hash map as a thread shape. So what step you will take?
So if we want to make a hash map, so we so I guess there is some certain no means we can use concurrent hash map instead of that.
No, hash map you also can use collections dot synchronized map. Here you can pass the object of hash map.
But okay, but the property instead means hash map property we are not able to change. We are making it explicitly. Uh,
So explicitly, that's why I'm asking question to you. If I want to make it as a thread shape hash map, so what you will do that? This is
Okay,
my
okay,
question. That's why I tell you.
okay, okay, okay.
Otherwise, you can use hash table.
Yes, hash table
Because
also.
of this follow the hash table follow the locking mechanism. Once it will lock release, once it will release,
Yes, yes.
then when will release.
Mhm.
So if the task going to complete, then will release the lock. Otherwise, it will be going on the logs because of if your method has synchronized completely your synchronized map. So means it will take once log. Once it will finish, then release it. But your concurrent hash map working in different manner. It is working in segment manner.
Yes, yes,
Means two or more threads are parallelly can share the object of concurrency hash map. It will not give the concurrent modification error.
yes, yes,
Right.
yes.
So that's why I ask only the question on the hash map, not have
Oh,
ask about the concurrent hash map. So these are the differences.
oh.
So, what do you think about encapsulation and abstraction?
So encapsulation is basically the process to uh, uh, define the class and the variables in a single class. So we can encapsulate, and abstraction is basically used to show the data that is only being required by the user.
Okay, required by the user. Suppose I want to ask you, give the example.
So like suppose in a class we can define multiple variables like a, b, and c with the private method, and to access those variables we have given the methods for get value of a, get value of b, get value of c. To get we are hiding the data, actual data, but for transforming and doing operations on data we have provided the different methods, so that is abstraction.
Okay. Do you know polymorphism?
Yes.
So, how many type of polymorphism?
So basically, there are two types of polymorphism: compile time and runtime.
Hmm.
And in the compile time polymorphism, we can define a method with the same name but different value parameters, different return type or different input types. This is compile time polymorphism. And in the runtime polymorphism, there are some uh, so the functionality of a function or a variable, what we can the operators has been changed accordingly. So like if we take the example of addition sign, if we do it with two integers, so it will add up the two integers, and if we append it with a string, then it will append the string to particular value. So that is runtime polymorphism.
Okay. So, suppose I will tell you public static void main method. Okay.
Yes,
So,
yes.
that method can be overloaded.
So it can't be overloaded it main method has some special properties to start the application. So Java, it will create the ambiguity when we try to overload that particular
No,
method
but why will create ambiguity? Because of
because of
you,
static
no,
keyword.
no,
Because of
just listen to me.
yeah.
Because of you already told me the definition of overloading, different
Mm,
parameter, right?
yes,
So if I am going to overload that method, if you are
mm,
not passing the different parameters, so in that
mm,
scenario it will give the compilation error.
yes.
If you pass the different parameter, it will not give the compilation error, so it means overloaded.
It will not give the compilation error, but when Java program search for means it compiles, but it will not run because of some special properties that Java provides to main method. So
No,
yeah,
it will. You once you finish the this interview, you make it this overloading gun. Overload the main method. You will get the answer. Property means JVM only the identify the signature of input parameters. Check the method name and input parameter. Name
okay,
means main, and type of method, public static void, all these things one by one step will check first. So same thing
Okay.
check in other method also. But one difference will find whatever actual requirement is having string
Mhm.
argument, string array argument. If the string array argument find that is okay, means that find the objective of executing to the program.
Yes.
So here nothing
Yes.
I have changed in the main method as a string argument. So it will run and compile and everything will do properly.
Okay.
You
We'll
got my
check.
point?
Yes, yes, yes. I got your point.
So it can be overloaded. Because of overloading, the definition you already told me, the signatures, method signature should be same and
Mhm.
input parameters should be different. So if you
Yes.
are overloading main method, you can pass the different input parameter. It will be overloaded.
Okay. I will
Yes,
try this one.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. And next question to static. What is the class level variable and instance variable and local variable? What do you think about differences between these three variables?
So instance variable is defined within the class. So if we uh, define a variable with private method, so private modifier, then it will be accessible throughout the class only. So that is instance variable.
Hmm.
Local variable has some scope in it. So if we have defined a variable inside a method. Inside a class, though it will be accessible only inside that particular method. And class level variables are variables that we can access it without any method, with the reference of class we can stat, so we can define it as static as well.
No, Akash, you are not given the correct answer.
Sorry.
Class level variable, which variable are maintaining the static keyword? That is the class level variable.
Yeah, so it should be defined as a static, I have said.
Static, but you are not telling about that. You telling the instance. Instance means the value of object.
No,
So
no.
and
Instance.
instance variable, which variables are called through the object reference,
Yes,
that is the
yes,
instance. Local variable, either you can define private or you can define inside the method, that is the local variable.
yes.
This is the perfect definition, so I am expecting the perfect definition, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So array list and linked list, right?
Yes.
So array link, when will you use linked list and when will you use array list?
So it depends on what kind of operation, for a program, if we want to store. So basically, array list is being used when we are storing the data in a required the data in a particular format, like
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
space. We want to save the data in chunk of space, and linked
Mm-hmm.
list is being used to store the data in n number of nodes which are connected by the
Mm-hmm.
address of
So
the.
both are storing. Yeah.
Mhm.
So what is
Yes.
difference? You gave the
So.
example of storing only, but
Mhm.
I am asking what is main difference between these two? You give the difference. Storing
Yes.
is similar manner. Array list also storing and linked list is also storing data. Array list
Yes.
is storing in the index manner and linked list is storing in the node manner, right?
Yes.
So this
Yes.
is
Yes.
the similarity, but I
Hmm.
want to difference.
Mm. And
No, this is the simple. If you want to retrieve data, it's a faster array list. If you want to save the data, then array list is faster. A linked list is a faster storing aspect. Suppose n number of record you want to store in database. Okay.
Yes.
So you can utilize the linked list because of node basis. First, it will node basis is, data will store and insert into the DB. It is faster comparison to the indexing mechanism.
Okay.
And searching operation is faster because of index basis data can achieve fast compared to the node basis.
Okay.
So this is the differences. So you know tree map.
Yes, a bit of not have that much, but
So
yeah,
tree map is a sorted map or a normal map.
shorted map.
So suppose uh, you want to, what kind of sorting mechanism implemented inside the tree map?
No, I don't have any knowledge on
Okay,
that.
okay, okay, okay. No problem. So you know the database.
Yes.
So database, how many types of join?
Basically, inner join, outer join, left outer join, and right outer join means from the out.
Okay. Cross join.
Sorry.
Cross join.
No, cross join I haven't heard of.
Okay, okay. Self join.
Self join we can use to joining same table with same data.
Same table. Yes.
Yeah.
If you want to filter the data, same table data you want to filter, so you can utilize
Yes.
the self join. That's why I
Yes.
asked
Yes.
you. You know union, union all, intersection, minus.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So when will you use union?
When we want all the data from means both the tables.
Hmm. Both the table, so that you can get through the join also. But
Yes.
why we use union? Union all, intersection.
Uh, so means I don't know the exact difference between both of them.
Mm-hmm.
But joins are basically used on the on top of our operations, like how we on what basis we are joining the table, and you.
Akash, I am just asking simple question. I am not asking the difficult question. That's why, as per your experience, I
Yes,
am asking simple question, but you are not giving the answer. Hmm?
yes, yes.
I think you are not fully prepared. So, suppose I have a employee table. I want to look the second ISLA. So, what kind of query you will write?
Second, what
Second ISLA.
I didn't get ISL means
Second highest salary of employee.
highest salary, highest salary. Okay,
Second
okay.
ISLA.
So we can write a query like select a star from employee table where means order by salary, and we can get skip the first one like limit two, and we can get that.
Limit
Yeah.
1, we can get the second ISLA.
First, limit one will give the first highest salary to
Okay,
us.
okay. So limit start with the 0, right?
Yes,
Okay. So this is the manner of MySQL query. If you want to
yes.
write in Oracle, so how do you write?
It is similar like order by we can.
No, order wise, okay.
Uh,
So suppose you want to find out through the Oracle. So how do you find?
mm,
Simple,
I
simple, simply. It means you can utilize the max salary select from tables where salary less than, and again you write the subquery.
Okay.
Subquery means max LE.
Math. Yeah.
Max LE. So max
Less
LE,
than this.
suppose you have 1000 and second max LE have 9000. So first
Hmm.
query will get the max LE based on the where condition LE less than and select from max LE. So max LE 1000 less than 1000. Second LE is 9000.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes. Yes.
So this is will work for all databases.
Okay.
But you have given the correct. It is considerable, not a problem.
Okay.
But I have asked because of you have mentioned Oracle also, right, in your profile.
Yes. Yes.
That's why I asked you. So in Spring Boot, you telling I have worked on Spring Boot and microservices, right?
Yes. Yes.
What is importance of microservices?
It has been used for loosely coupled architecture.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so in the monolithic or in the previous times, a single service have a huge load. If suppose a huge load is occurred on a service, then whole application will go down.
Mm-hmm.
So to reduce that, we have come up with the microservice architecture where each and every service have different functionalities
Mm-hmm.
and which will communicate it via different trans- uh, data transmission. Like
Okay.
we can use REST API for that as well, and we can use other methods like
So
messaging queues and
you know about the circuit breaker, API gateway design pattern.
yes, yes. So circuit breaker is basically used to means what we can say fault tolerance of microservice. So in case of any failure, it will uh, yeah, instigate the circuit breaker, and rest of the application will work fine, and that only portion will get stop working.
So gateway API, how you will work? Which kind of server you will utilize for gateway API?
Uh, gateway means API gateway. We can use REST usually,
Mm.
but we have other like to for the security of APIs. We have used Okta and other parameters like CLAR 7, other URLs.
So suppose I will tell you,
Mm-hmm.
you will write the one mechanism. Okay,
Okay.
write the
Okay.
one mechanism in REST API.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes same API I want to generate XML based data and JSON based data.
Okay.
Just I give the one scenario in project
Mm-hmm.
specific scenario.
Mm-hmm.
Suppose we have two system, okay,
Okay.
two client
Mm-hmm.
system. So two client system is telling our system have accept only the XML base. Another
Okay.
system is telling I will accept only XML base response from the API.
Okay.
So how do you configure so the production team will separate your this application in two machines means two AWS same
Mm-hmm.
package. So that will transmit to for one server as a JSON base and one will reproduce for the XML base. So how do you write? Give the configuration.
Okay, so we can write accept and properties in the API,
Mm-hmm.
where we can denote that we want the particular data in JSON, like application slash JSON, and if we want it in XML, then we can provide the input value as XML.
Mm-hmm.
So inside our API, we can have read the properties. If it is JSON, then we can convert that particular response entity to JSON, and if it is XML, then we can
Okay.
convert it to
Okay.
XML.
Okay. Correct. Get. So next question. Suppose you know the at the red Spring Boot application.
Yes, yes.
So what is role of this annotation?
So Spring Boot application annotation is basically the combination of at the rate component, at the rate at the rate configuration, and at the rate loop. So basically, it is being used to start the Spring Boot application and load all the properties that has been required to start that particular application.
Okay, okay, great. So what is difference between list and link? Sorry, what is difference between get and post method?
Get method is basically used to fetch all the information about the requested data, and post is basically used to save or either do any changes or updations in the data.
So what is use of update put method? Put
Put is used to insert data.
no put is used for the update.
Put
Put is idempotent or non-idempotent.
no, I means it
So
should be important, but I don't have any confirmation. Like I haven't read about it anywhere, so I will check on that.
so I will ask the last question to you. So you know about the Unix and Linux command.
Not that much.
So you know singleton design pattern. Sorry, you what kind of design pattern you have? No.
I have a singleton observer.
Okay. So suppose I want give you one scenario,
Mhm.
programming scenario. You can do that.
Yes, yes.